Action speaks louder than words.
What are the actions?
Don't be deceived by fancy talkers.
But if you come and call Honorable Agyapong or you fancy talker, one can say 7 years, you still found see or book the ultimate year mass one before.
What got in parliament for 28 good years, who got to Bruchire for several years. One more bra, Agyapong number one more bra. Now, what do we need bread ever be seeking Agyapong so?
Agyapong is a fancy talker?
I've not said so.
One cherry, they have been one and America crack. God the better to bumper in cow 1 year wedding in Ano.
Opposition for now you're leader our parliament. You couldn't use your influence to even get the interchange in your constituency fixed.
Grassroots person,
grassroots. He's grassroots in his head.
There's been a lot of talk about in the past 48 hours or so. The allegations or comments I've heard on social media suggest that you've suddenly switched camp. You've moved from Bawumia's camp to Ken's camp. Is this something you're able to confirm or otherwise?
It's not true. I've not moved from any camp to any camp. I remain where I am.
Which is?
I remain where I am. Can I be ungrateful to Dr. Bawumia after making me the running mate? What kind of human being would be so ungrateful? I have not moved any camp. What I've done is to try and unite the party against whoever emerges as the flag bearer of the MPP. There's only one person who's going to emerge as the flag bearer. And our experience of the last election wasn't that good. There was so much infighting. Some people who are now claiming to be flag bearers may have said things that didn't go well for the party, and I hope it doesn't happen again. That's why the party has learned its lessons and decided to choose this flag bearer very early so that we can heal our wounds and forge on to make 2028 a better elections, better control than all of us.
Doug, it's alleged that you ran a poll on your Facebook, on your socials. Did you see those comments?
Yes, I've seen it, I've read it, it's been posted to me. I know I'm not on social media. So people go and read and hear, and they call me or they send it to me on WhatsApp. That's the only one I am on about what is happening. But no, I don't do polls.
Have you heard from Agyapong after this? Because it looks like his team, his people are running with the whole pictures and saying that, well, they welcome you to their camp with the post you made.
In fact, I spoke with Ken yesterday. He had an issue that he discussed with me as a brother and as a junior brother, and we had a lovely chat. And he is not on social media, just like I am. He even just recently went on WhatsApp. So he didn't know. When I told him that this is what his people were posting, he was furious. It's not true. Nothing. You see, I want us to have a good fight amongst ourselves, a good debate, nothing negative, because whatever it is, somebody will emerge victorious. I'm not sure going to take images from one social media and twisting and misrepresenting will do good to anybody. Right? If it's not in the spirit of reconciliation and togetherness and unity that we are building, anybody you do such a thing to will come out strongly. And I know Ken was not involved because I spoke to him the following morning and he didn't know what was happening because he's not on social media. But yes, some members who are more Ken than Ken himself. It just happens.
They are connected.
It just happens in every grouping. There are some people who are in the group more than the group leader itself. It happens everywhere. So some people took it on themselves to take images. See, my team, I understand, posted nearly 20 images of various scenes at the stadium, including the VIP lounge, including the supposedly presidential hopefuls. It's only MPP that somebody can say I'm a presidential hopeful, no nomination hasn't been opened. It's interesting. Some of us sit back and enjoy it. But really, the party hasn't even opened or closed nominations. How can you call yourself a presidential aspirant? But there were people who called themselves presidential. So we've heard some of them, if we wanted to speak, and almost all of them had access to the people in the stands. They went greeting and things like that. So the whole atmosphere in Legon was collegial. It was exciting. The buzz was fantastic. Little did we expect people who are working on people's behalf to start misbehaving that way. that doesn't bring unity. That doesn't bring a spirit of collaboration or cooperation amongst hopefuls or candidates.
Now, people have said that it was very unfair for the party to allow Dr. Bawumia to speak when the other people who are supposedly going to be running with him were not given the opportunity.
I just said, the party hasn't even opened nominations for people who want to run. Has the party opened any nominations? So how can you tell that even for those who have decided that they run, when the time comes, they will really able to file?
But it looks like the party is even considering them already, because I heard they had a meeting with the people who want to run. So, I mean, the party is already giving them a room to operate.
I think if the party is, then it is wrong. If the party is, then it is wrong. And I mean, really, if the party is, then it is wrong. You are allowing people to start campaigning and running and doing all sorts of things way before the baton, way before the start line is even drawn. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that some of the people who have indicated they would run would even run when the time comes. I'm not really sure. Who knows tomorrow?
What you know now
Yes.
are those who have already declared that they will be running.
Who has declared?
Agyapong has declared that his intention to run.
Yes.
Brian Champon has declared his intention to run.
Yes.
Educhum has declared his intention to run.
Yes.
Agyapong, I just passed by his campaign office with his huge billboard for president.
Yes.
Yeah, he's declared that he will run.
You mentioned Kennedy.
I'm sorry, Agyapong.
Okay.
I'm saying Agyapong. I just passed by his campaign office.
Okay.
Just by the roadside on the ring road.
Yeah.
So he has also declared his intention to run. Among the five I just mentioned, you must have done by the analysis. If that's all you have,
Yes.
holding the rest constant, because you don't know that.
Yes.
You must now know who is going to be your biggest threat and how you strategize to outweigh it.
Not necessarily.
So you haven't done that analysis.
No, we'll be doing it, but it's cyclical, you know, and on daily basis maybe you'll be running through it. Why? Because you see, in 1998, the last person to declare his intent to contest, President Kufuor was in the race already, but the last to declare his intent to contest was Kufuor. He placed second. Others had declared earlier on that they were going to contest, but when the whistle got blown, right, the others fell by the roadside. And Kufuor emerged as you know, the second person. He was the runner-up to Kufuor, and that is why I think that we should tarry a while. That is not to write anybody off. No, certainly not. If you are a strategist, you are looking at whoever is emerging, his strengths and weaknesses, and you also assess your own position, what are your own strengths.
But you've done an assessment already, the strength and weaknesses of those who have already declared.
Well, to a large measure.
And you're confident that your man still holds the upper hand?
By the grace of God.
In spite of Ken's very strong popularity among the base of the party, the
I see.
file
I see.
of the party.
Well, you are saying so.
You disagree?
You are saying so.
I'm asking whether you disagree with what I've just said.
Action speaks louder than words.
What are the actions? What actions?
You are old enough to remember the lyrics of Jimmy Cliff,
Yes.
right? Action speaks louder than words. Don't be deceived by fancy talkers. Thank you.
Agyapong is a fancy talker?
I've not said so. I'm just playing back the music of Jimmy Cliff to us.
But you don't
When you go back to the studio, please play it for me.
I will. But you don't dispute that he has a very strong affinity with the base of the party, the grassroots.
Who is the... Look, if you're talking about a grassroots, I'm a grassroots man. I started with this party in 1992.
You may have started there, but you're an establishment. You represent the establishment.
And I represent the grassroots as well.
Yeah, but that's where you started. That's not where you are.
If I were disconnected with my grassroots at Swami, I couldn't have, on 7 consecutive occasions, been their representative. I'm a grassroots person. Yes. I don't dispute the fact that he may also have his own connection with the grassroots. After all, he also contested 6 times his constituency, right? When he left, he surrendered the seat to the NDC.
But your comparison...
When I left, as I maintained the seat for the MPP.
Yes, but your...
So in terms of grassroots connect, let's overhype our strength. Don't let anybody over-exaggerate his strength. Action, as I've told you, speaks louder than words. I don't listen to fancy talkers. I'm not saying he's a fancy talker. I'm saying I don't listen to fancy talkers. Let's get down there.
I've grown it on.
This is the third time I should say to you, thou sayest.
I want to return to the conference and something related.
Right.
Which is your decision to abolish the so-called super delegates. By your constitution, it's the special delegates Congress. And I want to take you back to 2007. I was in University of Ghana covering, and you were there too.
Yes.
And on the back of the acrimony, you decided to introduce this measure to try and deal with the acrimony. So wherever you have a field of more than 5 people, you have your special delegates who convene to shortlist. Now that's
2009.
2000. That's when you went to the conference.
Yes.
But I'm talking about the trigger for that was 2007. What happened at University of Ghana?
Yes.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So the 2007 was the reason why 2009 became necessary.
Right.
Yes. But you decided now to go back to what used to be. Now, even if it's 20 people, from what I understand, the outcome of Saturday, they all go to one primary, elected by everybody else.
Yes.
What has changed? First of all, do you agree with the majority?
Personally, I don't.
You don't, okay.
Yes. You see, in 2009, I, as the main proponent of that amendment, proposed that the number should even be 3. And the reason why we made that proposal was that, you see, in any political party, you have 3 strands. In a political party, we may have the hawks, we may have the conservatives, then we may have the moderates. So in any political party, you have these 3 segments. I wanted our discourse in the party to really relate to these matters, so that we move away from personality cults building in the party. Unfortunately, when it came to effecting the amendment, on the spur of the moment, Dan Boche, who at the time was that the General Secretary, I think he had left the seat. He was the one who started the momentum. Oh, let me associate myself with my chairman, my regional chairman. He was the one who started the movement to go against that proposal and rather increase it to 5, which is what found expression in the Constitution. Today, people are saying, oh, let's do away with it. In principle, I disagree. And I thought that if we are going back, then there's no need to now say that, oh, then if nobody out of maybe the number garners more than 50 plus 1, then we do a second round involving the first 2. In that regard, then we say that the first past post. If you are allowing for as many as possible to enter the fray, it's going to be a prodigal waste of our time. And the most popular at the time who emerges then should be the person to be crowned. You don't want a situation where somebody garners about 45%, somebody is in a distant second, garners about 10%, the rest of them are struggling to have 2-3%. They all come together to undo the one who has the popularity. They gang up against him.
Because he didn't cross 50.
Because he didn't cross 50. I disagree with that. I disagree. But of course, it's the decision of the party. It's attracted, should I say, consensual approval. So I should stick by it for the time being. But in principle, I disagree. But that is the decision of the party.
But that then poses a significant hurdle now for Dr. Bawumia, your man, because he now must necessarily get 50 plus 1 and cross it.
Yes, that's it.
And the larger the field, the more difficult it is to do that, because everybody else is going to take 100 votes here.
Yes. That's the point I'm making.
Does that worry you that it may pose a challenge for him?
Oh, I don't. You
think he has what it takes?
I don't blink an eye over that. I think that he has what it takes
to cross 50 plus 1, regardless of how many people join the race.
As I said, he's the man of the moment, and regardless of whatever anybody does, I believe that he will still emerge. I want a situation where he'll be able to garner more than the percentage he garnered the previous time, and perhaps attain close to about 70%. If he does that, uniting the party behind him will not be difficult.
If he doesn't?
If he doesn't and wins by the 50+1 that we are even talking
barely
about.
crosses the line.
Yes. Then it gives the impression that, he's not carrying the entire party behind him. Right.
He needs an Akufo-Addo victory. That kind of very emphatic.
Very emphatic victory.
But you know, knowing the party that you know, and what I observe from outside,
right,
that the current arrangement, the quality and strength of the people in the race, it seems highly unlikely that he gets 70%. Highly unlikely that he even gets 55%. Because this is a man that when he was a vice president with all the resources, the state machinery, everything, that the incumbent president has endorsed it, he still struggled to reach 60, 70.
Did he?
He didn't get 70.
No, I'm saying, did the incumbent president at the time endorse him?
Well,
did he?
He had his tacit support. He did definitely. I mean, it was a no.
I'm just
tell me, did Akufo-Addo support him then?
Well, you are saying, you are putting.
I'm asking you. I mean, I'm outside.
You made a definitive statement. That's why I'm asking you.
Well, I'm rephrasing now. Having given me that answer, which possibly shows that I may be wrong, did Akufo-Addo support him in last year?
He was the president and he was his vice president.
So did he support him?
I want to believe so, but it's difficult for me to really state that case. I want to believe.
Well, what's difficult about it? You were Minister for Parliamentary Affairs.
Yes, he never told me that. He never told me that. And he never told this at Cabinet. At Cabinet, he was always insistent that anybody who emerged victorious, he was going to support.
Yeah.
And he didn't say so on one occasion.
Asamba na ke Mensah bonsu ka no. Oye panyini, ye bunu say ayi panyini. But enema bi wo ho senka se the Bible kan ye no. Senka okana no tumu a, nke be bunu so ye nyansani. Ba bia na mfie na du no, aka kakra se bi na wa firi asase so. Ompa japade am to pa bia.
Mana kire o no tro man kola no kwa na efa no ho kwai. San krofo no mo aben o mo ho.
Oh abeku, oni hute. O tumi, Buhari awu. Buhari, una wo tumi wo sika se ne Buhari. Wawu ko ayi Jonkuma, wawu okọ Eneskumi. Te Mensah bonsu Eneskumi akura ketu ekura wo ni sika du Eneskumi o. Ba Eneskumi ewu ko. Chairman Rollins, now wo tumi se ne Chairman Rollins. When na ben se Chairman Rollins okuru mu ha. Even upon say Chairman Rollins spiritual lawyer strong no, physically. Onna na o kasa na radio, ensi ya radio no tumi free soro ebe bofo. Ono wo ko. What are you talking about? When are you our powers? Esene Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. When are no one nimdie? Esene Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Where we call Professor Mills. When are no brand wants to Professor Mills. When are they asked to be here Professor Mills? Professor Mills and we call. So it came in Sabusu. One cherebo. Jaya be money and America crackano. God the better to bumper in cow 1 year wedding in ano. Nanka Janko who know body at chow. But I feel put in a worship mukena. I feel a worship mukena. That comparative analysis, if he's doing that comparative analysis, he should do that comparative analysis with a constituency in Ashanti region, not a constituency in different region. A year 50-50, not even a year dominated by other political parties. So what you say?
Yeah.
The Agyapong no more penno, and not even NDC for two abamano. That was the message here. NDC for any Ghana for catching the MPP for say somebody can Agyapong but 2024 can Agyapong on your NDC ni nanso ne ho donti ye NDC for ye beto abamano. That was the message. Asobrache adwemone trimupo bone nipa bone ni bre wa mobra can Agyapong na wa mobra wa kwatena parliament for 28 good years ukwatena bruchire for several years wa mobra can Agyapong na wa mobra na wodi wa ni bre eba be sick in Agyapong so adai che Mensah bonsu na no what is wame abeku da video no kura fa King Jezi ai swame and na odi in Agyapong ho dance ye second Agyapong wo share the political space wona wotimi be ye president a obi oye parliamentarian anase we ye mayor ana governor anase we ye vice president and Agyapong has been one of the top class parliamentarian apart from ono a wanyini our parliament. Agyapong is the next. So Agyapong qualifies more than the word qualified. Now another a year or something to be home after Sebi and Nipano Crown qualifier, you sound to take it in a business perspective. And Agyapong is a very successful businessman. What be a numa or word you my four or sounds what or ye at or ye philanthropy obobo nipa enti eno so kura ba beka ho so can Japan qualifies more than as a Ghana for ye to ababa na ono so timi lead party na de na aba enne che Mensah bonsu wo sesa wa no me se kra ai abeku kana Japan nyame no wo de atikrom ha ye hwe de beto che Mensah bonsu
Papa na say yes onwa say ne career wa end but as opese onko trafie kura na afide wenu no ho obenu no ho pa o.
Oh yeah, say akwa say aboa bia bewu a opere. And ono ankasa no onim say na ne daache no aba na wie ene ewu awu nkwankwa. But onwene daache ehu say at least de na opempo antumi amamu a. Onhwe oman no ho do na onhwe party no ho do. Enye hwe. Because ye won panimfo bebre wo ho a what do you see agi akyerema enya ayi sekra na yebusa abe no
enya obi na ekumantwi bo asiako na de ne di
akyerema ohwe our forefathers great leaders say eya bagimi bre na omunnim nyansa na yedi omo atem no they sacrificed themselves for the birth of this country enne ye na yesi yenim nyansa ye na yesi yakosuku ye teborofo no ye na ye bo oman na boro esai oman no na nka wo che Mensah bonsu wo se de wasi enya Ghana so mfaso nke ese wo tena se de wasi enya MPP so mfaso ese wo tena se e kan semwe na ai enya Dr. Like Mahmoud Bawumia no se yenya internal attacks no e fa kai na no adai
ono
na e ba ne fe na ade nchen ye na nkwanta ayira che Mensah bonsu nti Bawumia wate ana wonte ye ana we de enka attacks no ho ana kina Japan de onye nipa kina Japan ye kurafo ba otu one de yetimi di na atem yetimi ya attack no enye internal attack MPP for enti asembe mbio na yenka nkire mo che Mensah bonsu ye kan nipa kina Japan ahwe won aboa won kina Japan fra senior ba ko pe kina Japan no ankasa yiri botom sika hwe o se ne ba dia wo pe na wo jefri kina Japan ho nanti senka won supportu kina Japan pa yedi abro konkonsan sei kina Japan kire nipa na wanya platform kase wi enka fa ka asema be unify MPP party fadi Dr. Like Mahmoud Bawumia ho adanse ye na udi gu kina Japan hu fi di na tem because of wo pay local interest any to me a wo pay na mo kan we kina Japan a wankasa oye science and na mo hwa atema mudi no wankasa o platform mumma platform
sign language kakano
sign language
omie na no
and then mo koko apai na woni da ai blue army for na omo ko mo horo omo ba ko te kina Japan wonen say Bawumia ne vigilante no ya fra mo blue army omo mo ho na mo koko yo koko mo yete ba kwa pada ba kwa patai no mo ani abro mo ko mo na me se fe obi am security mo nkonko boban no aduan ho na mo ko na se we die madan so mo na egu abonten
Honorable say Mensah bonsu o de bia be ka che o se tama no parliament na ya boje ne so say Mensah bonsu say Mensah na wa restricting who to parliamentary work no na amafo ginidi pa na amafo wo confidence bi woni mo but the mere fact say otimi call 7 terms I was swame no enchire say oye grassroots person that one is a fact let me put that one first say dynamics are ewo asin any central region no say ebi ene wo swame a anko ntimi nko 2 terms I am telling you or say Mensah bonsu nko an MPP MP amahu a okọ primaries a NDC for koye campaign man no ekopa ne constituency chew asamu the sitting speaker of parliament honorable Abambaben in the year 2020 was at Swami Epa MPP delegates chew say omon san for say Mensah bonsu emna parliament bi I am telling you bisa honorable say Mensah bonsu so no a grassroots person on chere me 3 constituencies onu timi jaswa me to ho ekoboa sa nipa no say okwa campaign aboa ne colleague MPP da onye bi da on chere so a grassroots person on chair apart from Ashanti regions are on ultimate ja swami ho etuka ekwo say madam fubi constituency ni ho kire no ese me ko spend 2 3 4 days e was sa constituency num na me koy adwuma mumisa honorable say chairman sabo so ai bi dana why you fortunate akwada Ashanti region swami MPP for na egu constituency num upon Unyama one year the papa nyina no they were still voting for you. One kasa wo ka asem say what be 7 terms our parliamenta what the majority leader and the minority leader so am interchange by this time and here necessary bo esi ho. One kasa 7 years no you still found say si obo ka de otimi ye ma so amefo a e de na betimi aka honorable say chairman Sabonsu before local parliament no was shop e was so am magazine bisane say the colleagues are no mo ton ye ma okra no and e so mo to abama na on beto amana na what is his relationship with the Swami magazine people? What is his relationship? What you say? Ope MPD 2020. Onu wa na e pamono. Baby an shop. Me so mo panabo. Oba boss e chairman Sabonsu. Na ye ka MPA our grounds on ne manfo eye adwuma. He can't count himself as one of them. Yes, parliamentary work, yes, he was doing it. But he was not in touch with the people at the grassroots. Aotia on Kasemientia, or no, etimi retaining the seat, Bawumia Canada Japan, surrender the seat, NDC. We could say he's so incompetent as to call himself as a grassroots person. And Honorable Ken, was he on any ballot paper in the 2024 parliamentary elections? Was Honorable Ken on any ballot paper? Did you see Honorable Ken's posters vying for MP for Asin Central in 2024? So why must you come out to throw dust in the eyes of the people who say he surrounded his seat for NDC? Openia who respect our party num, say all support obi our party num. Men throw nyangu obi ho. This is when and throw any sebi and sem hua and konfobinam kromuka say Honorable Ken entimi am protect seats na ma MPP. Honorable Ken was not the parliamentary candidate for MPP in the 2024 elections. In fact, the internal elections are elected parliamentary candidates Emma MPP in Asin Central. Honorable Ken was not involved. Nobody can say Honorable Ken na our preferred candidate bia na our supporting. He was neutral because seat Honorable Ken, let me put this on record. Ebia omo say Asin North then 1992 was won by NDC. 1996 was won by NDC. The very first time a MPP winning Asin North seat then the year 2000, which Honorable Agyapong wrestled the seat from NDC. And let me put this on record. The Honorable Ken is the only MPP member of parliament for both Asin North and Asin Central. The only MPP member of parliament for Asin North and Asin Central. Seat no the year 2000 or holding on to the seat for 24 solid years. He never lost parliamentary election. He never lost party primaries. Sometimes occur unopposed. What you say?
Otimi Kreja ne constituency or not campaigning.
Yes. Ofi constituency no more for 24 years. Now we see 70 schools our constituency no. Honorable say chairman Sabonsu kwande and one about out because say Honorable Ken and the born the business crama school be na opese osi wo so ame otimi see here. He calls himself a grassroots person. He calls himself a grassroots person. Say any party penidia obedi wo parliamenta anka MPP for a bad former juma anka omonti edin wo say chairman Sabonsu da e parliament ana propelling the din no amna kodu ba bia aduri ba e ba e form say yensi form enti atachenye ye ho enkoye party adwuma ona bo say chairman Sabonsu offer picture mpo emra say na obi achimpo e wo kumase hwa say no ebia nhia so anase bantama awokokoyewe obewo ba bia uhu ona bo chairman Sabonsu ewo any constituency bia rally ekoso na odi presidential candidate achi no koho uhu ona bo chairman Sabonsu constituency bia adadan swamia na presidential candidate nachi ana odi koho
so no obi tu anotiem
me say ono as a person Why you selfish to the sense supporting Onagasa na Shanti region colleagues no.
When the selfishness.
Chairman sir, ana make sure say Honorable Ken who city be a hot. Say be this constituency my party na. O see from ekoho no akoboa. We have seen Honorable Ken across all constituencies in Ghana. Yeah, who know name it. Constituency bend the ho den Honorable Ken ho. Bebia etu mema you see obema ne de oyeden ukotia no abese and Honorable Ken won sin so mass waham enti se bedi akonsu ne di fata no a fatana kono enya kwankwa ne ase ya de to spa ne dame wote ase wote so ame magazine na MPP for twa ho ahia wo ba wa mo ne ato abama wo wote ase oba ne ato abama wo na wo tiri ho hyen na wonam na wo de genchia chairman sabonsu ene say ono oye grassroots. I'm telling you deceiving ho opayem biemu so ono on contest presidential primaries here baby no fa form say the constituency so amekwa won lusu a
obi a wa DMP or
57 on challenging the wait, this is a small scientific exercise and person oh yeah on one who so 9 people for be nomination say ye per member mo be party nanim honorable chairman saboso go fa form
why minority leader pen why majority leader pen
na say no there na
in fact he has been in charge of government business in parliament
me say
on team fa form as a presidential wini
osurompo me say ade aboa honorable chairman saboso pa ni nipa otu ne for say bebe wadru no eye menko biem sanko we na dwen say or contest 2024 parliamentary election was swami pan game people lose seat I am telling you the only consolation people for nyae e de to abama MPP was swami ni say na chairman Sabos was not on the ballot paper say no trinity fear keke kra wo paper no half kra and can people lose seat no because now he has lost touch with the people of Swami. Now what's that parliament for 7 terms 28 years now constituency President Kufuor be president for 8 years ni nyina na wo mu bi President Kufuor be president for 8 years ni nyina na wo mu bi opposition for about now you're leader our parliament you couldn't use your influence to even get the interchange in your constituency fixed.
Grassroots person
grassroots he's grassroots in his head or a grassroots person in his head not on the ground or person or try so your bema yes every bema or the saying abuaje no Debbie papa one try so opportunity what I say you did respect amount as party penny what deploy a parliamentary leader for a long time obi amount that respect but if you come and call honorable Agyapong or your fancy talker e dey honorable Ken aka e wo Ghana ha obetimi aka say honorable Ken oka ne kwa wantimi anye
ohun nipa no say ne competence no endru standard or no
that eno kwa cheek of high standards what you say honorable chairman Sabons what is the yardstick of measuring competence you should come and tell us say na the competence ya trouble board so na say honorable chairman Sabons and kwara na good school dem tell the meaning of competence who relating it to honorable Agyapong there na wait me aka fa ho
or a political strategist
political strategist am I is honorable chairman Sabons trying to tell me say all the presidential aspirants the known one the potential ones honorable somebody who has been the vice president of Bank of New York you tell me this person is incompetent somebody who has become Ghana's energy minister and then Nana Kufuor I will be able to say even the short time the minister energy ministry no Mr. When honorable Wachejaku was at the parliamentary vetting committee he dazzled them honorable Jaku Afena MPs ne esua de afini nchen. You tell me such a man is incompetent
engineer
because you are supporting Bawumia so you are labeling honorable Wachejaku as incompetent
engineer Kwabena Japan so
ka Kwabena Japan asem Kwabena Japan yenyina yenim Kwabena Japan ni modern bo MPP party mu he was the first presidential press secretary to President Kufuor you are telling me Kwabena Japan is incompetent An engineer, somebody who has led the engineering fraternity in Ghana. You are telling me Agyapong is incompetent because you are supporting Bawumia?
Honorable Brian Champon.
Brian Champon, he's a PhD holder. Chairman Sabonsu, PhD and friend be adu akoto. Also besuya the uncle PhD be near Father Dr. Antonio. You are telling me somebody who has what school what PhD. What you say? You are telling me Brian Champon is incompetent. Somebody who owns the biggest hotel in Africa. The biggest hotel in Africa. I'm not talking about West Africa. The whole of Africa. Bene Champon's hotel is the biggest. You are telling me this person is incompetent because you are supporting Bawumia? Nanka wo Bene Champon oswami abana anka okra no unsi ne hene. What you say? For Dr. Preku. Since 1992, MPP for start to say Dr. Preku didn't pa MPP muda. He is the only one that contested presidential primaries than any other presidential aspirant in MPP. Only President Kufuor contested that. Only Kufuor that contested that. Bebre. Obi and MPP, including Kufuor, our presidential primaries more than Dr. Preku. You are telling me such a man is incompetent? Go and read Dr. Preku's doctoral thesis, and you tell me such a man is what you say? Now over the catch them say, Dr. Bawumia competent than all of them. Now let me tell you what yes Anna he exposes Dr. Bawumia to a lot of critics. What you say? Say on this argument in bar. On my crime my mouth so a treat Dr. Bawumia e de begina ho. Na yes no so the track record. Nobody is saying Dr. Bawumia is not a learned person. But I want to Yanka say Dr. Bawumia unqualified to be a president of Ghana.
He do.
Somebody who has become the deputy governor of Bank of Ghana. It's not a small post. While rising Ababaye, the vice president of Ghana, Dr. Bawumia in the history of MPP has participated in presidential elections than any other person in MPP. Onokwako elections 4 times as running mate with Kufuor. And what's called presidential election as a flag bearer 1.
He has been involved in 5 consecutive times elections.
Yes, that is where sometimes I catch them go for say, "Ayana mo can marketability, ana mo hear mesre." Nobody in MPP, and our presidential elections 5 times, 4 as running mate, 1 as a presidential candidate than Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Enti oye known face. You start marketing no any party card. Thomas start marketing Dr. Bawumia and MPP. No any party card. Enti ya marketing no. Enti sa de ko ne antwa na twa ne den yento. So it's not about marketability. The word is acceptability. Acceptability. In marketing, marketing product you go and look at marketing in misankum yeti has a say so be na adwen say okwa produce buta abeto Mackenzie tia e bi oba bukarim kwa no benya na obeto what I say yes so marketing no target no e no mo here buta enti sa okwa na ka say okay wo de wo na wanya wo sika anti no o pese o produce niama na de ko gu ba bi o mo mpa you cannot superimpose your product on any other market. Rather, you produce to suit the demands of that market. What you say? And you know, it's not like you're marketing. Oh, marketing in the course you say.
Legon.